Welcome to Capuccino Financiero, a program live from Las Vegas, the city that does not sleep. This program is dedicated to my brother John, who, even though he faced many challenges in life, he continued on fighting for a better future. I never gave up. I love you, and you live in my heart. This morning, we have a realtor, somebody that's in the real estate business. His name is Lee Goldberg. Lee, please, if you would turn your microphone and your camera.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
Lee,
here, Jimmy.
good morning. How are you? Where are you? Las Vegas, Florida, where are you?
I'm doing great. I am in Orlando at the moment. Just got back here a few days ago, and I'll be back in Vegas in a few days as I bounce back and forth, living in both cities.
I still remember my high school senior trip. I used to play soccer in high school, and all the soccer team, we got together at the Ramada Inn in Orlando. We went to SeaWorld and Disney World.
Nice.
Unforgettable.
Yeah.
Of course, I would have recognized it. You know, it's been at least 30, 35 years since I was there. So I know you being in real estate, it totally changed. But I want to thank you on behalf of Capuccino Financiero, which is a program, peer-to-peer group worldwide that is designed to just inform the general public on what is happening in the areas of finances, insurance, and many more. And we just try to talk in plain language with the idea of just connecting people, a small business owner with a small business owner, for the benefit of the general public, to make them better consumers, and also for everybody to be more successful. So the first question that I have for you is, what is currently happening in the real estate market?
Well, right now, it is absolute insanity right now is what's happening in both Las Vegas and in Orlando. Let's take Las Vegas as an example. Everyone thinks Las Vegas is a big town because when you fly in, everything's right there. You see it, it's all big, but it's actually a really small town. But the problem we're having is it's such an awesome place. Everyone's moving there. Everyone wants to be in Las Vegas. If they're on the West Coast, if they're in the Northeast, they want to be in Florida. A lot of them are coming to Central Florida. And the reason for this is because, one, no state taxes in either state, lower cost of living, no traffic for the most part, and just good places to live. But there's no inventory. And that's the problem, especially the problem we have in Las Vegas, because it's such a small town. And now you've got people coming here from California, which creates other issues. But pure insanity right now in the real estate market all over the country.
God help us all, that's for sure. So that leads me to the next question. Will and when will the market change, and how it will change, if at all?
Yeah, great question. You know, when I talk to financial experts, when I talk to folks who are doing the loans at banks, and I'm not just talking about the regular loan originator, I'm talking about VPs, you know, presidents of banks, these guys, they all feel like this is going to continue for 2 to 3 years. I see it as not stopping unless there's some sort of world calamity that just puts people in their tracks. I mean, look what happened over the last year and a half, right? And the market has still been ridiculous. So if we were able to have this market during Corona and COVID, imagine what's going to continue to happen. But what it's done is it's changed people's behaviors. And people understand now they can work from home, but now they need to be happy where they live and have a nice yard, et cetera, and maybe great weather. So they're getting out of the snow. They're getting out of the places with crazy politics, possibly. They're getting out of the places with traffic and snow and high taxes. So when will it stop? I don't think it will for a while until we see that adjustment and correction of people leaving the places like California and New York and continuing in Nevada and Florida.
Interesting. Now, I heard that you have a TV show called Doubling Down with the Ricos. Tell us a little bit more about that. That's kind of interesting. Very, very interesting for our audience. Tell us about the program and where can we watch that?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So I'm part of a show. It's not my show. I'm on a show. The Doricos are a family in North Las Vegas. And if you have not seen this show, I implore you to do it because you're going to love it. It's on TLC. It's every Tuesday. Season 2 just ended. So you can go to Discovery Plus and download and stream the first 2 seasons. But this show follows this family, an African-American family from North Las Vegas. And they have 14 children under the age of 14 when the show started. The oldest is now almost 16. 14 children, all natural, no in vitro, multiple sets of multiples, quints, triplets, twins, another set of triplets, couple of singletons, great family. I'm the dad's best friend. I'm their realtor. And I met the mom in a Bank of America. Actually, when I first started Vegas 40 years ago, I was trolling for business in Bank of America, and she worked there. And we just started talking, and she said, "You need to meet my husband." I did, and yada, yada, yada. We become friends. They get a TV show, and I've redone their home. And I'm a realtor. I sell homes. I don't redo homes. So you need to check that out to see how that turned out. But
Absolutely.
really great show, and you'll cry. You'll cry almost every episode. It's a great show.
Oh, amazing. That's what we need more of in the financial world, is to demystify, to take the mystery out of it. When reality comes down to sound judgment, it comes down to sometimes taking risk like entrepreneurs do, and having a lot of faith and timing. A lot of it is timing.
It's all
The old adage of selling high and buying low. I've been in the USA for at least 47 years. God bless this great country with so many opportunities. And that rule has not changed. I remember when I moved in 2012 from Ventura County, California, the homes here in Las Vegas were 50% less what they're now. It's only 9 years that has transpired, that has passed since when I moved from Ventura County.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So now if you're a seller, nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody can tell the future. But if your kids have all got married, gone to college, gone into the military service, it's just you and your wife in this 2-bedroom house, 4-bedroom house, 2-story high with pool and this and that. And you don't need that anymore to be happy.
No.
Don't think that the prices are going to keep continuing and continuing to go high. If anything, we learned from the big recession of 2008. Everything has a beginning and everything has an end.
It does.
Right now, it's the best time to maximize one of the biggest investment in your life, which is your home. And if you're finding a situation where you no longer need that huge of a home, why not give an opportunity to a younger family that's starting out with the younger kids to achieve the American dream? After all, if anything, COVID has taught us is we cannot take anything with us. It can be gone just like that in a twinkle of an eye. Money, prestige, careers. Nothing that's physical, we're going to take it with us. From Mother Earth we came, to Mother Earth we're going to go back. So if you're in a situation right now that you purchased your home around the 2006, 7, 8, and you have double, and you don't need any more that big of a house, why not give a younger family a chance and travel around the world? And
I like this. I like when you're saying give a younger family a chance, because I've never really heard it like that. And you're right, because there are families that need homes, that can't find homes, and there are people that don't need 4-bedroom homes. Downsize, cash in, put that money away, maybe get a townhouse or a condo, or go travel. I wouldn't mind getting an RV. Get an RV, have you insured, of course, and then drive around the country, enjoying it. That sounds pretty awesome, actually. And if anyone's listening out there, I suggest you sell your property. You call me to sell your property. We'll get you an RV. We'll find an RV guy, and then and Jimmy's going to we'll get you covered. But I kid.
Because if anything, life is too short not to enjoy it. You work so many years of your life to raise your family, to give them a good education, to see them to be outstanding citizens, and you did what you're supposed to do. And now you're just looking at your partner in the eyes. Well, what's next? What are you gonna do now? Well, how about traveling around the world? And of course, you want to talk to your tax advisor, you want to talk to financial expert, your accountant, your tax preparer. But as far as I know, you probably know more about this, Lee. There is an exception for the first home that you sell. You probably know a little bit more about that than I do. That I believe there is up to a certain limit. If you live there most of your life and you sell it, I believe there's an exception on the capital gains, but of course you have to talk that with an expert.
Yeah. So yeah, there are some pros and cons with capital gains of how long you own the home and sell it. I always tell everyone in this position, talk to your tax advisor. I'm not a tax guy. Even if I sat here and regurgitated the exact rule, etc., it's not my purview. So go and definitely talk to your tax advisor about that. But you know what? If you're sitting on in some equity and you're going to sell a home right now for, let's say 500, 600, 700, right? Because if you had it since then and it's a 4-bedroom home, odds are you're going to be well over 450 and plus, right? So you might want to take part of that money and again downsize. Go get a 2-bedroom townhouse, maybe a condo. Have that home base, but then go travel or enjoy. But it's not only that. It's not only for people who are downsizing, giving other folks an opportunity, right? What's happening is we have all these people that are moving to these places. What I suggest that you do is, or even if you're listening, you're thinking like, wow, maybe I should look in other places. If you can work from home, right? Why not work where the weather is great? The entertainment options are amazing. Both Orlando and Vegas does that for you, right? Great airports, great golf courses, low cost of living, no traffic for the most part, okay? And no state tax and affordability. And that's the most important part, affordability. Look around your life and say to yourself, especially say if you're in Wisconsin right now, and maybe you've been there your whole life and you love it, but maybe you're thinking you want to change. Where do you go? Go somewhere that you're going to give yourself a raise. Go somewhere where you're not going to have to shovel snow, somewhere where you're going to get a tan and you're going to be able to do really cool things every night. Then the most important thing, once you determine that you want to get out and get somewhere else, is you got to find the right trusted people to advise you correctly of where you want to go. And that's something that I could do for you if you're in Nevada or Florida. If you're thinking other states too, we've got part of my training and coaching program. We've got agents all around the country that we can get you with the right people. So if you're even thinking of that at any point, check out the website, goldbergtherealtor.com, or anywhere on social media, Goldberg the Realtor, and we'll get you sorted out and get you settled. But I really want people, if there's one thing that we've learned from COVID, I mean, listen, there's a lot of things, but let's just bring it to real estate. There's one thing where real estate is you got to like where you live. We know you got to like your partner, but I can't help you with your spouse. But you got to like where you live. And that's something we could help with. Maybe there's not enough closet space. Maybe the backyard's not good. Let's talk. Let me educate you. And the whole thing right now is people just need education, because once you have that knowledge, then you'll be able to act when you're ready to act and take advantage of what's happening. And it's not always just, buy low, sell high. Sometimes it's got to be sell high, buy high. Sometimes that's just how it is. And that's kind of where we're at right now. But remember, money is cheap. So interest rates are low. So if you don't own right now, you are just take a lighter and just light your money on fire, because that's what you're doing. You're burning it. If you're renting right now, we got to talk.
Yeah. And Lee, I spent 20 years of my life in banking with the big boys.
Okay.
And I was a licensed personal banker. My best year in banking, I was very fortunate. I did $80 million in loans and $1 million in investments, all fixed annuities. It wasn't even the stock market. That was 2006 with JP Morgan Chase. One thing that I know about banks, they want to lend you the money, especially for your first home. And there are so many programs available out there. For those of you who are watching Capuccino Financiero, don't think this is just for the privileged few, for people with money, the rich people. Actually, the banks have partnered with the cities through both the state and federal governments to make your dream come true. There is a program called an FHA with 3% down. So let's say your home is 300,000, 400,000. With $9,000 to $12,000, you may be eligible to qualify for a make your dream come true loan. For they have so many marketing names, and not only that, I remember when one of the banks that I was working with up to a couple of years ago, they had up to $15,000 down payment assistance.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And not only that, we were also getting people closing costs help paid by the sellers. It was almost nothing for people to move in. Those days long gone. And even FHA loans, yes, there are opportunity for you out there if you're an FHA buyer. Okay.
And not only
But
that, a lot of people, I remember when I was in banking, people would make a 250,000. The problem is that you spend 500,000.
yep.
You know, if you one cup of coffee, you drink it at home, that could be $1,500 a year in savings, at least between $15,000 and $2,000.
But will it
So let's
taste
say
as
you
good?
need 10,000 for
Will,
the down
will it
payment.
taste as good? Will that coffee taste as good?
Well, you can still have the other 4 days. It's just one day for your drink home, because that cup of coffee, what is going to get you in life, financially speaking. So you can have your cake and eat at the same time. I say, you know what? If you drink 5 cups of coffee in XYZ place, fine. Do it 4 times. The other one, save it for your drink home. Save it for your retirement. Save it for other type of investment. Save for your college education. Save for an emergency fund. So if your goal is to buy your home in the next 3 to 5 years, there are ways. If you just on a $1 notebook write down what you spend for a whole month, you're gonna find the money over time where you can have money for the down payment on a house, where you have money to save for an emergency fund, where you have money to save for retirement, send your kids to college education, so many things, maybe even invest in the stock market for your future, or in real estate as well. So budgeting and savings, Lee, is something that in in all those 47 years I'm in the USA, it's not even in graduate schools. One time I was recruiting for a vocational school, and my job was to attend the career fairs of young people, college career days. And my job was also to teach financial literacy to the young people. And I would tell you, 8 out of 10 people didn't know what the difference was between a checking account and a savings account. And 8 out of 10 didn't know what they wanted to do after high school, after the party was over. So if you're a professional in the industry, why not donate 1 hour of your time a week towards teaching the community financial literacy? Because you have no idea how it would change people's lives, people's futures, especially the high school crowd, the college crowd.
Yeah.
Because we live in an economy that teaches how to produce, how to maximize, but never to save it for a rainy day, never to save it for an emergency. So there we go. We get to be 65. We earn $1 million. We did not invest in real estate. We did not invest in the stock market. We did not save for a rainy day. And we retire with $1,200 Social Security check in the greatest country that humanity has known. So I would say budgeting and savings is the most fundamental thing that nowadays a consumer can do,
And
so they
not
can
only
have a
that,
shot.
not only that, Jimmy, you got to own real estate. If you want to have wealth for later in life, you've got to have real estate. And when you talk about teaching people, that's something that I try to do all the time. In fact, yesterday I had a home buyer seminar. Folks, if you're out there listening, call a guy like me, not necessarily me, call anybody that's a realtor, uh, preferably me, and just ask them to tell you what's going on and explain the process of what it means if you are a purchaser versus a renter. A lot of people think you need all this money to buy a home. You don't. For a conventional loan, and by the way, an FHA, which you brought up, most sellers are not accepting FHA loans right now. So you want to try to get to a conventional if you can. So that means you might need to fix your credit a little bit. Guess what? Got a great credit repair guide. No big deal. To buy a home, to buy a $300,000 home, you're going to need less than 20 grand, most likely. Okay. So we got to figure out, how do you save that money? How do you have reserves? because when you own a home, when you pay your mortgage, instead of paying someone else's mortgage or your rent, you're buying now your own. The value goes up. So in a few years, you now have money sitting there. So when you talk about retiring with only $1,200 in Social Security, yeah, that's a renter. But if someone was a homeowner for most of their life, they're going to wind up having some good retirement for sure.
See, another thing on the financial aspect, having been a lender, both with banks and direct banks, direct lenders in my professional career, back in the Stone Age. But those principles they don't change that much. Maybe the programs change or the marketing. Um, if you're one of those people right now that you're saying, well, I'm gonna wait till the next recession to buy it, remember the interest rate.
That's
That's
right.
another very important component. I remember when I was with Washington Mutual, which became Chase. We were worth 40 billion. They sold us for 4 billion. It was an amazing time, a really crazy wild ride. But I remember when the interest rate went at 8%, we had such a huge recession, such a huge unemployment that, yeah, the prices went down probably 30, 40, 50%, but good luck qualifying.
What's gonna happen? Yeah, not only good luck qualifying, because it's gonna be harder to get the loan, but now your money is gonna cost you more. So the rate's gonna be higher, and now your buying power just went smaller. So what you wanted before, now you can't get. So the longer you wait, the bigger issue you're gonna have.
And you might be unemployed, Lord forbid, because that's what we know. When the rates go high, there's a high unemployment. So why take the gamble with a lot of real life situations that we don't know about?
That's right.
Why wait till tomorrow when you can do it today?
That's right.
You can do it today, definitely. It was just was a little bit of planning, a little bit of dreaming, a little bit of risk taking. Why wait till tomorrow? Today is the better day. If you decide that you're gonna buy your home, invest in real estate, now is the time. We don't control the variables. That's something that COVID has taught us. We don't control what's going to happen tomorrow. We can only control what happened today. And you know, one of the great things is in life that it's never too late to change. If up to this moment, maybe your priority is having in a different arena, like the coffee that I'm saying about, or eating out a lot and never saving for investing in the stock market, buying real estate, saving for your emergency fund, retirement, your kids' college education, or even to travel or for your Christmas. You don't have to be Sigmund Freud. You can just start today acting, behaving in a different manner, in a more powerful way. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to save. As long as we have 2 eyes, 2 hands, 2 feet, we have health. Nothing can stop us. Not COVID, not Delta, not Lambda, only ourselves. Yep. Especially in the United States of America, where there's so many opportunities. With credit, it's just amazing. It's never too late to restart. Second, third, fourth, fifth opportunities, or to start. I deal with people in Las Vegas like you do, Steve, from all over the world. And they say, my goodness, we can't believe the ease of credit opportunities that people have in the US. They just need a coach. They just need a mentor. They just need a guidance, financial instructor, guru, if you would, that would just show them how to move from point A to point B towards success. Get out of the desert of failure, the desert of I don't know what to do with my money. Well, find a qualified person, find a licensed person such as Lee Goldberg that's going to talk to you from the heart about what's going on in the real estate arena, and take it from there and just think about it. Think about it a week, 2 weeks, and then your own common sense is going to tell you what are you going to get in the bank. I remember when people had 100,000 and they say, how much interest did I make? $10, Mr. Customer. Well, think about it. Think about it. And so, Lee, I want to thank you so much. You're such a successful man. You're a TV personality. You're a social media personality. To come to Capuccino Financiero, a roots peer-to-peer group for everybody, for the consumer, for small business owners. I mean, that talks volume about what kind of guy you are.
Oh, my pleasure. Well, I appreciate the invite, and I love to take time wherever I could help spread my message. If there's anything I could do for you or any of your constituents, please, goldbergtherealtor.com, Goldberg the Realtor on social media. And again, my condolences to you and your family and your brother. But I wish you, all the comfort there. And I know that getting out and doing this show today is going to help you and keep it going. So have a great rest of a show. And thank you for having me. And it was a pleasure meeting you and our lives connecting. And I'm glad to know that I know you and we're going to do more together. So I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, Jimmy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lee. I hope it's not the last time that you visit our show because you have an encyclopedia of knowledge and you living at what's going on in the real estate market nowadays. And there's so many families nowadays that they don't know where to go to. They talk to the neighbor who talks to another neighbor, but there may be a lot of misinformation right now.
I'm here to help. I'm here always to help first. I always want to be a free educational residential real estate resource. Say that 10 times. I want to be a free residential real estate resource. I have said it 10 times. So if I can do anything for y'all, just give me a shout. Go over the Realtor. Very easy to get a hold of. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Everyone be safe.
Lee, please repeat again for our audience that would like to get more information about real estate from you, please.
GoldbergTheRealtor.com. You can email me at lee@GoldbergTheRealtor.com. All over social media, Instagram, YouTube, Goldberg the Realtor, licensed in Nevada and Florida, and my agents all over the country. So anything you need in real estate, we got you covered. Goldberg the Realtor.
Thank you so much. Enjoy your beverage, whatever you may be. I know here in Las Vegas it's so early. It's only 9:27. In Florida, it's like 12:27. So enjoy your lunch.
Thank you. About to have lunch, but I'll see you in a few days in Vegas. Take care, y'all.
I hope to see you again.
Thank you,
now,
sir.
I want to take a time to thank Xavi Herrera and Benjamin Celestino, the founders of Capuccino Financiero, who are using the technology to leverage this peer-to-peer movement, this peer-to-peer movement of joining together through technology, through the social media, through the YouTube channel, consumers, small business owners, the public in general, so we can all be better consumers, better entrepreneurial people. We can have a better quality of life. So thank you, Xavi. Thank you, Benjamin, for making it possible through World Business Society for me to do Capuccino Financiero, which is a peer-to-peer program designed to inform the consumers, the entrepreneurial, and the public in general. Thank you, Xavi. Thank you, Benjamin, from the city of Las Vegas, who does not sleep. So now I have the pleasure of introducing you a great friend of mine, a great mentor, a great coach, a great human being, Mr. Tim Mosley. Turn on your camera and your mic off, Tim.
Hi, Jimmy.
Good morning. And again, this program is dedicated to my brother, John, who he defeated so many times the great odds and challenges in life. And unfortunately, last night, he went to heaven. He would have wanted me to do the program this morning, Tim. And I know you knew him personally as well. You know my family, you know him. I'm doing this program in his honor because he would have wanted me to do the program. It's just one of those surprises that unfortunately, the tough times we're living right now, they're real, it's happening. I take this opportunity to share with you that we're not Superman, we're not made of steel, we're not immortal. If you're gonna be in front of large crowds, it doesn't make you a smaller man or woman. or less American, or whatever nationality you may be, or whatever idea of a creator you have, less of a person to just done on you mask, because you never know when somebody close to you, unfortunately, due to this virus, might be taken away from your life. So, and if you can get vaccinated, it's even better, because then you can have a little bit more of a protection. I know that there's a tough times we live in, but I know that progress is being made, and I'm just happy that yesterday he was giving it was his birthday, and the family took him a cake, and so he's in a better place than we are. But anyways, uh, you live in my heart, in our heart, for with people, friends that we have like Tim, and then we're always gonna live in our hearts. Tim, uh, welcome to Capuccino Financiero. I know this morning you're making great sacrifices because you travel back and forth. You also have family in California. Your kids going to college. You're an amazing man, an amazing entrepreneur. You always have a smile for your customers. You always have a smile for associates, uh, for everybody. Now, why is it important for the public that's interested in auto insurance, home insurance, life insurance, to choose an agent, not just anybody? Why is it important?
Well, first, Jimmy, thank you for having me this morning. And it's with great sadness that I learn about your brother. And I am so sorry to hear that. I think you're right. I think he is in a better place than we are. And we all can use a lesson for what was learned with your brother. And I'm incredibly sorry to hear about that this morning. That makes it very difficult for everybody, and straight from the heart, right? And so my condolences to the family, my condolences to you, and we know that he is in a better place. But I'm absolutely floored with the information that Lee Goldberg was able to bring this morning to the show. Lee is a consummate entrepreneur, and he cares deeply about his customers. And I couldn't write notes down fast enough on what he was talking about this morning. It's almost like batting behind Joe DiMaggio this morning, coming up after him. But to answer your question more directly, obviously, State Farm is the leading insurance company in the United States. And the reason that they are is not just because they offer innovative products and they are looking out for the health and well-being of the families that they serve, but these days we're learning in all facets of life, everything is becoming more and more complicated. And it's very difficult for consumers to be out there on their own and try to understand all of the legal impacts, all of the ramifications that the finance and insurance and real estate has on their life. And so by having an agent that would help you make your decisions on mitigating your risk for your family, whether it be for your autos, maybe you have young kids at home who are driving cars for the first time. Maybe you're buying that first house and don't know how to protect that house or how to protect your life. We've seen so many families rely on crowdfunding and GoFundMe and those types of things to help with a loss of a life in a family. And that doesn't have to be. We can find innovative and affordable solutions for families to give them better protection and peace of mind. So an agent has a fiduciary responsibility to our customers, to our families, to make sure that we put their needs in front of our financial wants. It's bottom line. We're out there to look for you. We're out there to keep an eye on you. We're out there to protect your family You won't get that by calling an 800 number.
Absolutely, and it's so frustrating nowadays that things have changed to the extremes where you have to definitely wait for long periods of time to get a human being on the other side of the phone, and unless you have a company committed, such as the State Farm, to customer service, that still believes in customer service as one of the main components of its business model, is very difficult. There's a lot of frustration with the consumers that they right now they're sometimes even forced to use technology, and they're not equipped, they're not trained to use technology. So it's kudos for you and State Farm that still believe in good old-fashioned customer service, the good old-fashioned agent, like that all commercial says, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And it's so true. It's so true, because that's what you live in your agency. That's what you live in your agency. Now, my next question for you is, what trends are happening in the auto insurance in Las Vegas?
That's a great question. When COVID hit in 2020, most insurance companies, including State Farm, took immediate rate reductions simply because the amount of mileage that was driven fell off so dramatically last year. So many people saw nice reductions in their premiums in 2020. What people are not expecting, and what is happening, our rates are going back up. And the reason they're going back up is simply because there's more people on the road, there's more accidents happening, right? And every billboard in Las Vegas is for a personal injury attorney. And so we see small little bodily injury claims become litigated and become very expensive. And all that translates into higher insurance rates. So if you have not prepared to see increases in your auto insurance, please do so, because it's going to affect the finance of your insurance in 2021.
Great information, Tim. Fantastic information. And the last question would be, how can I better protect my home in the event of water damage?
Water damage is a major concern, especially with homes that are 20 years old. There's a big building boom that happened in Las Vegas between 1995 and 2006. And those homes now are 20, 30 years old. And we're starting to see failure of sewer pipes. We're starting to see failure of internal plumbing, and have people having $15,000, $20,000 flooding losses in their homes. So normally, homeowners insurance is very spotty when it comes to water damage insurance. So whether or not you're going to be covered really depends on whether you have two essential endorsements onto your policy. Number one, there's something called service line coverage. Service line coverage protects you in the event that your sewer pipe backs up and floods your home. That's caused by roots from trees getting into the pipes, and it takes about 20 years to do it. And we're seeing that all over the Vegas Valley right now. And then number two, having that sewer backup of drain coverage is an optional coverage on your homeowners that gives you that protection in the event that your home gets water damage. The third thing you can do is not related to insurance. It's maintenance of your home. So have a plumber come out to your home and inspect your plumbing. Take a look at the pipes. Take a look at the fittings. Make sure that if the pipes need to be replaced, that you do so on a proactive basis and not wait for the pipe to break.
Fantastic information that typically is not, it's not shared. People are not aware of this information, and it's just so much information out there that people need to know. And Tim, thank you so much for taking this morning the time to be in Capuccino Financiero, a grassroots movement to connect the consumers, the professionals, the entrepreneurs, so everybody can win. Everybody can win. How can people get in touch with you? How do they reach your agency? Can you turn in your volume, your microphone?
Sorry
There you
about
go.
that.
It's okay.
Our local phone number here in Las Vegas is 702-998-4545. And on the web is insurancequote-nv.com.
Perfect. One more time.
702-998-4545, or find us on the web, insurancequote-nv.com.
What and thank you so much, team, for taking this morning from your busy schedule, taking time away from your family to be here. But I know you have a purpose to help people in the insurance arena, and that's why you do it. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank Xavi Herrera, Benjamin Celestino from World Business Society that makes this program possible to broadcast worldwide, not only in Las Vegas, with the purpose of helping the consumers, the small business owners, the public in general. And I just want to give you a big Capuccino Financiero Saturday. If you ever have any questions concerning finances, insurance, and many more, you can call Jimmy Guerrero at 702-998-4545, 702-998-4545. You can also find me on social media on Sid Valiant, CID, V as in Victor, ALINTT, and I'm 24/7 ready to answer any questions you have in finance, insurance, and many more. Take care of yourself, please. Wear the mask when you're with a lot of people. Get vaccinated if you can. We have to defeat this virus, and we cannot do it alone. We only do it as people take the necessary precautions. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching Capuccino Financiero with Jimmy Guerrero, your financial educator, your financial guy. From the city of Las Vegas that does not sleep, big hugs, love to you all, and may you be successful.